Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you're having a good one. What's good, what's good, what's good? So we've got a lot of news. When I first started, there wasn't always a lot of news. But now, there's always something going on. It's not to say that back in the day, there wasn't always something going on. There always was. It was just very hard to find the news. When I say you had to dig, you had to dig. So imagine, if you're digging now, how hard it was back then. Just saying. Just saying. And I don't mean when I first got started, doing shows. I mean, when I first got started in crypto, it was hard to find the news. You had to truly go dig and verify and do all this kind of stuff. So yeah, I know what it's like. I really do. But let's bring you some real news. France has a scam problem in the crypto space, or so they say. Austria has a scam problem, just a problem. But both are cracking down, with Austrian police actually busting a $1.3 million fraud ring, actually involving counterfeit cash, and also warned ledger users, the physical hardware device, ledger users of phishing scams that are going on. That's actually big news. It's very big news because it says that, some governments around the world don't know what to do. Just saying, some governments around the world don't know what to do, and they're trying to figure it out. I don't mind that. I don't mind you trying to figure it out. Just take a pragmatic approach for me, okay? Just think about the steps that you're taking and how you're going to enforce things and things like that. Just really look into it, because the old rules don't always apply to the new ways of doing things. That's all I'm saying to you guys. Animoca Brands, Yatsu, says that, because his name is SIU, not SUI. It's my mistake. I apologize for mispronouncing the man's name, or the person's name. But what he said is that his account was hacked. Here's the deal. So you get the password. So they somehow got his password. Okay. Excuse me. Then what happened? Well, after they got his password, they were able to use the forgot password form, and Yatsu was able to actually redo that same situation, recreate that situation, and was able to get into his account. He took the path of a hacker and was like, yeah, there's a serious gap here, a serious security gap. Remember when I kept telling you guys, I've been telling you guys for a long time, X has a problem that they're not addressing. They have a problem. You can't tell me that something like that, they don't know about that problem. Just saying. Worth billions of dollars, supposedly, and you don't know about that problem? I can understand if you're a small guy. If you're a small guy, you're not going to catch everything. It's tough. So it's hard to keep up with it. So you can forgive something like that. But on a platform that's always touting itself as being the people's platform and everything's all good and you can come here and announce stuff and everything else, how can I announce something there if you won't take care of security, which enables people to come in, take over real accounts, and spew crap? So what they do, the crew that actually broke into his account, they used his account to pump a fake meme coin called Mocha. And at one point, Mocha popped up to over $37,000 and then dropped back down to like $5 or something like that. Still $5. Just saying. I'm just sitting back and I'm looking at this and I'm like, X has a problem. X, go fix the problem. It's not easy for a little guy, but it should be mad easy for a company the size of X, right? Why do I feel like every time Elon touches something, it screws up? Look at the Cybertruck. I can't find a video of the Cybertruck doing what the Cybertruck's supposed to do. I've seen the Cybertruck up close and personal in the wild. Yeah, quality? Yeah, nah. If I'm spending over $100,000 on a car, I'm expecting crazy high quality. That thing just ain't got it. So from a stock perspective, I'm not touching Tesla. I don't care what anybody says. From a crypto perspective, from anything, I'm not dealing with Elon. I'm not dealing with the guy. He doesn't come out with quality. He does not create quality. I think when he touches something, quality drops. Look at Tesla. Look at X. When he touches something, quality drops. I think the only thing that he's touched where quality hasn't dropped is SpaceX. I think. I haven't seen it up close and personal, so I don't know. But if you can land a rocket ship on a freaking pad in the middle of a freaking ocean, your team is doing well. Stop giving him credit for things that he hasn't done. Stop it, right? But I'm looking at Yatsu and I'm like, that's huge. That's a very big deal for somebody to say, yeah, this is how they got in. Somehow they got my password. But 2FA was supposed to stop that, right? Nope. This is how they're doing it. I hope they're working on it now because this has been widely released, which is why I'm talking about it, because I want everybody to know. So hopefully people on my show, they go figure out, yeah, maybe X is not the platform. And don't worry, if you're interested in investing, we're about to have a platform. We're about to have some serious fun. We're about to take the investment platform space and turn it into something incredible. Incredible. Look at the ecosystem already, right? Our ecosystem consists of a social media platform, other social media accounts on other social media platforms, a YouTube show, about to be a show on Roku, and there's still more coming after that. So yeah, Grow My Bag is making moves, and we're proud of it. We're kind of proud of it. You know why we're making moves? Because of our community. Our community supports us, and we're supporting our community. Anyway, more news. So that was newsworthy. More news. Asset management firms like Bitwise and Strive. Strive is owned by Vivek Ramaswamy. I always forget his last name. We'll just call him Vivek. I truly apologize for mispronouncing his name. I just can't remember his name. I think it's Ramaswamy. There you go. He owns Strive. Bitwise and Strive are looking to actually create ETFs that track companies issuing bonds to buy more Bitcoin. Microstrategy. Think Microstrategy. Think Metaplanet. There are a lot of companies out there that are selling corporate bonds so that they can go buy Bitcoin. Oof. So they're Bitcoin-backed bonds. Bitcoin-backed bonds. They're the B3. Whatever. Just joking. So that's actually pretty cool. That's actually a very cool idea. And not bad. But they're only, I think the minimum is 1,000 Bitcoin. So you had to have spent some big money. And there aren't that many companies that have that kind of money that are tracking it. So they have to increase that reach, right? How many companies out there actually have publicly traded, right? Or companies, is it only, I don't think it's only publicly traded, but they have to have, I think, a minimum of 1,000 Bitcoin to be tracked as an ETF within the ETFs. That's going to be mad interesting. That'll be mad interesting. But here's the thing. So unless it's a privately held company, if it's publicly held, you can go invest in that company yourself. Again, I am one of those people that believe in you don't use a money manager unless you truly, 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 truly have to. Because you can do everything by yourself. You can do everything on your own. So why are you doing that? I'm just saying. One of the hardest jobs you'll have is finding a job. The next hardest job, managing wealth. Managing wealth. I keep giving you guys that information that you're only insured up to $250,000 at any bank, not per account, but at any bank. So now you've got to manage that. So wait a minute, if you're not giving me that much insurance, that's only $250,000 more than what I'm getting, out of crypto. In terms of insurance, I get practically no insurance in crypto, but I can make way more money in crypto. I'll put my money in crypto. I'll bet there. You want to know why? Because I'm not putting my money in an exchange. When people compare, the insurance that you get at a bank to crypto, they're comparing bank to centralized exchange. I don't keep my money on a centralized exchange, so I don't have to worry about it being stolen. I have to worry about it being devalued, but I'd have to do the same thing with fiat in anybody's bank. So there you go. Not your keys, not your crypto. Not your keys, not your crypto. So I keep my crypto. This is mine. I keep my crypto. Several devices, several wallets, all non-custodial. I only use centralized exchanges when I'm actually handling a transaction. Other than that, I ain't got no reason. Zero, Z to the row. None, no reason whatsoever. Not keeping my money there unless I'm in the middle of a transaction or unless I know I'm going to be doing a transaction in the very near future. That's the only time I do it. You folks need to pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on and pay attention to your money. Just like Snoop Dogg said, mind on my money and my money on my mind. What's up next? You've got Uphold. Uphold is not just introducing RLUSD to its platform. They're doing it in a big way. They're saying, we've got RLUSD, Ripple's, stablecoin. We've got RLUSD. And if you actually come on our platform and put money into RLUSD, we'll give you 5%. Staking at 5% with RLUSD. Name a bank that's giving you that much. Name a bank that's giving you that much. There might be one or two out there. Probably a couple you'd never heard of. Just saying. Just saying. I could leave my money there and still make 5%. Better than inflation. You just want to make sure your money's doing better than inflation. If you just want to break even, you just want to do better than inflation. But if you want to make money, you do more than that. But if your money's just sitting there for a little bit, you're just chilling, you're waiting. That's what I do with my dry powder. I'll collect that 5%. Thank you very much. I'll put it in Pax G. I'll put it in RLUSD, whatever's going to give me money while I'm sitting there waiting. What am I waiting for? The inevitable big dip. The inevitable big dip. That's what I'm waiting for. We just had a couple. Should have been paying attention. Went all the way down to what, 90, 91? Should have bought there. That's a drop of what, $17,000? Is that a lot of money? No. But that's like a almost 20% opportunity if it returns to that number. Just saying, you gotta pay attention to these things. There are opportunities out there that, they're just giving it to you. They're just giving it to you. There's no excuse not to. Saving, okay, here's the big difference between saving and investing, okay? Investing is making your money make money for you. Saving is allowing your money to make money for somebody else. That's when you have your money in the bank. Because that's what they're doing. They're making money off of your money and charging you for it. What? That's a big racket. They've been teaching us for decades. This is how you do it. Decades. Save your money, put your money in the bank. We'll give you a toaster. Save your money, put your money in the bank. We'll pay you a little bit of interest. It went from giving away gifts to get depositors to no more gifts and just having a fight over, interest rates. And now everybody's interest rates suck. They don't care. But you keep giving them your money. You keep depositing that money. Not my son. You know what my son does? My son invests his money. Like when he gets money in, it automatically invests. Then it just pays bills. Then he gets to see whatever money is left. That's how he has his account set up. That's how he has his account set up. And no, he never read that book by that dude that's still yammering on. What, Robert Kiyosaki? It's a good book. I'm not going to say it's not a good book. It's a good book. But he's been doing that way before that book. Here's my money going into investment. Here's my money sitting over here so it pays bills. So there's a set amount that pays bills. And then I get to see the rest of it. If I feel like seeing it. Sometimes he'll just invest it. Oh, I don't need it this week. Just invest it. There are apps now that will automatically do that for you. I strongly suggest you do it yourself. Strongly suggest you do it yourself. Just saying. I'm just saying. The more control you have over your money, the more opportunities you have to be an investor. Remember that. What you save versus what you invest. Saving is making money for somebody else. Investing is making money for you. There, I said it out loud. What else is going on? India became the third largest startup ecosystem, led by Web3 and AI. Shock. Shock. Not really. Nobody's shocked. All those people there, it's going to do something. But Web3 and AI. Just saying. Just saying. Pay attention. Pay attention. There are opportunities to make money. There are opportunities to invest. There are opportunities for you to do better for yourself and your own. Take those opportunities. Take those opportunities. Historic $18 billion of Bitcoin and Ethereum expiry today. Is it going to have a major impact? No, it's not. But it's just notable that it's $18 billion in Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can't tell me that's not hot. That tells you that investment happens in this space in a major way, profound ways. Inflows are back. We've had 4 days of outflows, except BlackRock, and you've got inflows. I'm telling you, if you pay attention to what's out there, you can do well for yourself. You can do well for yourself. There's still people out there that don't believe, that refuse to actually go get educated, in crypto, in the new ways of handling finance. Unfortunately, they'll be left behind. But nobody in this community, I said it last night and I'll say it today, nobody in this community is being left behind. Because if you're listening to me and listening to the community, you're learning. You at least want to learn. If you have friends, family, and everything else that want to learn about crypto, send them here. Send them here. Because we talk about it every day. And if you want to be a big bagger, go to growmybag.tv/sign-up. And you can see how to be a big bagger. Because big baggers, we have a monthly meeting. It's probably going to increase. I'm just saying, it's probably going to increase. We love those meetings. We have a monthly video conference call with just the big baggers. This is where we really get into different ideas, different coins, different projects that we're all researching, and we're sharing all of that information with each other. If you want to learn, become a big bagger. So Coach Kevin, if you want your son to learn, both of you become a big bagger. Go to growmybag.tv/sign-up. And don't forget, tonight I will be back at 8 p.m. for Friday Flips. But you know what we should do? That's right. We should get into the numbers. We're going to start with the Grow My Bag Crypto Tracker Top 25 Losers. Now, it changes all the time, so I don't have to worry about refreshing the page. Let's go down the line, see if there's anybody here that I'm paying attention to. Usual just had a nice pop. They're down 8.62% with a GMBX factor of 0.38. See what I mean? They got a nice pop because they got a nice 15, I think it's $10 to $15 million cash infusion. That's huge. Brand new, and they got that. That's pretty cool. Who else is going on right there? Movement. I haven't done any research on this one, but they're down 7.68%. Another one at 0.38 GMBX factor. Let's see. Is anybody else on here that I want to pay attention to? Turbo is down 3.13%, but you know my 5% rule. I don't pay attention to anything that hasn't moved greater than 5%. Why? Because to me, that's just moving laterally. That doesn't matter. Now, if it's down today and it's down tomorrow, or it's up today and down tomorrow, what's that gap? There you go. That's the gap. That's the gap. So that's what I'm paying attention to. Let's check out the winners, of which I'm pretty sure there are a lot. BitGet token, that's right, because BGB is about to be merged. BitGet decided they're going to merge two of their tokens. So BitGet token, BGB, is up 23.39%, and it's at a new all-time high. Because how do you know that? Because at zero, when it is zero, you've hit an all-time high. The GMBX factor is zero. Now you've got to start doing the math on how far do I think this coin can go. That's mad cool. Hyperliquid is back up 11.396%. It's got a GMBX factor of 0.22. Hyperliquid is picking up steam. It's in the top 25 coins. Something to pay attention to. Virtuals protocol now in the top 50. Up 10.84% with a GMBX factor of 0.01. This is why we have the GMBX factor, because you can actually see from way back here how that coin is doing. So for new coins, Hopefully you keep seeing them at a 0%, a 0x factor, because hopefully they're achieving new highs as they keep going on. But this is how you can find some really cool stuff. Fartcoin is up 9.65% with a GMBX factor of 0.18. Again, hitting new highs. Hitting new highs. Fartcoin is not playing games. You got Book of Meme up 7.41% with a GMBX factor of 3.06. Can it do it again? I think this meme coin could probably do something. Uniswap ranked at number 27, up 7.13%. Excuse me, my son's birthday is 7/13. That's pretty cool. GMBX factor 2.21. Let's see. Anybody else on here I'm paying attention to? Bonk up 5.44% with a GMBX factor of 0.76. Yeah, Bonk is going to do it. That's without a doubt. Pendle is up 5.41% with a GMBX factor of 0.43. Yes, I think they'll do it. Then you come down to, is anybody else that I'm paying attention to? Cat in the Dog's World up 5.2% with GMBX factor of 0.94. Interesting. I'm not touching it still. That's it. Because you start to get under 5% right there. But Lido, worth a mention, up 5.14% with a GMBX factor of 2.82. Immutable up 5.15% with a GMBX factor of 5.66. Worthy of note. Worthy of note. Fear and Greed Index is at 74. DeFi Llama, we have $135 billion in total value locked. Not bad. Not bad at all. Then we've got Bitcoin. Look at where Bitcoin is. Are you seeing anything? Do I have to point it out to you? Should I point it out to you? I should point it out to you. Look at this. Between 93,434 and 99,655, that's where we're bouncing around. We popped up a couple of times a little bit. You see that? But this is where we are right now. That's the band where we are. And we happen to be on an uptick right now. I'm looking at this and I'm saying, yeah, we're definitely going to hit above that number. We'll definitely revisit the top. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about when are we going to hit 110? When are we going to hit 120? Because when you see a big drop from there, when you see a big drop from 120, what are you talking about? Like 90? Pretty soon there's going to be a point where you're not going to see certain numbers ever again. The chance of us seeing $50,000, I don't think that'll ever happen again. I don't think that'll happen. Looking across the big board, this is why I keep telling you guys, this is why I use the crypto tracker, because I like seeing things on the big board because it kind of gives me an idea where I could be looking. And then when I want to fine tune what I really want to put my hands on, that's when I use the GMB crypto tracker. So looking at, BGB, looking at Toncoin, Solana, Sui over there, even Virtual, something to look at, Link. I love Link. Just saying, Uniswap's making moves. Definitely would be looking at Aave. Doge is up. Doge has been creeping. And so has SHIB. Pepe too. Look at XRP over $2. Look at over 220. Look at Ethereum 3,400. Do I think Ethereum is going to hit 4,000? Heck to the yeah. BTC at 96. You see a lot of places where you can just snatch up, some coin at a discount. You can see where you can snatch coin at a discount. And all I'm saying is we should be paying attention to it. We should be paying attention to it because these are opportunities. That's why I say I can look at it at the big board, give me a big idea about what I could be putting my hands on, and then use the GMB crypto tracker to fine tune what I'm actually going to buy. Then what do we have? If you want to look at the numbers side by side, tell you year to date, Ethereum for almost 50%. Not a bad number. Not a bad number at all. Bitcoin. Year to date, 128.68%. I'm just saying, new regime comes in. I'm expecting some favorable regulation. That's on the good side. On the bad side, I'm looking at banking deregulation. Got to take the good with the bad. So you got to figure out how you're going to play that. Just saying. We also I am working on a new book. It's going to be based on the GMB3. Do your own research. Know your entries, know your exits. Invest deliberately. It'll be based on that concept. So I'll be banging out that book. I'm banging on that book right now. I'm hoping that within 60 days I'll be reading over the book and making minor adjustments. and then hopefully we'll have that book out shortly. So I'm working hard. We're working hard over here to do a lot of things. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you enjoy what I bring to the table. Hopefully you do. Sorry I didn't have my image up there, but I hope you enjoy what we do. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Absolutely, if you can, become a big bagger by going over to growmybag.tv/sign-up. And the reason why is because baggers and big baggers have benefits. Join the community, support the community, take in and out of the community, because we give as much as we get here. Anyway, everybody, thank you for your time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.